So one of the scariest parts of doing a dry install is that people are afraid that they're going to get bubbles in their wrap. And even though it can happen with wet install just as much as dry install, I just want to show a couple tips on how you dry install without bubbles. We're using my son's 120 to do this because it's what's in the garage right now. So I'm going to, just using a scrap piece of material, I would want to line up my piece and just lay it on. Generally when you're lining up, you're going to want to put a hinge in, so I just kind of give a finger right there. I stretch to the other side. Also, it's helpful to remember that when you're installing, you want to install in a warm area. I like 70 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit. If you're too warm, your vinyl gets a little too stretchy, too sticky. If you're too cold, it's not sticky enough. And also, if it's too cold, you're definitely going to have adhesion problems later on. Okay, so I've got it set down. You can see I've already got a couple wrinkles started here, but I'm going to take my squeegee, and at a 45 angle, I'm just going to go in the center, and I'm going to squeegee down. Okay, now this is where I have the potential to get more, is when I start going out here. So I'm going to overlap my strokes. Okay, the biggest thing is what happens is if you don't overlap your strokes, you get small little air pockets that form inside. So to be able to do that, you want to make sure that you're overlapping your strokes. So again, when I come down on this side, I'm going to overlap. Okay, now I've got a little bubble right here. It might be because this is a sled that has been beat up by more than just my child, or it could be an actual bubble. So I can pull up, I can inspect and see what's underneath there. It doesn't look like there's anything. So then I'm going to come back down. Okay, making sure that you're using fairly firm pressure, but the biggest thing is making sure you're overlapping your strokes. Okay, if I do get a bubble, let's see if I don't even know if I can force a bubble in, but I'll try. Okay, so I'm going to make myself a little bubble here. Actually, it's a pretty big bubble, and I'm going to fix it real quick. And to do that, I keep sewing needles around. I find that they work really well for it. So I've got a bubble that I've formed right here. And so I'm going to take my sewing needle and I'm going to pick one end and I'm just going to place it in and I'm going to leave it in. And from the opposite side, I'm going to push. Now, what you'll find a lot of times is that this edge of the squeegee isn't quite hard enough to get it all out. So, and then pull the needle out. I still have a little bit here, so I'll add and I'll pull it out.